Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us for another AMA, Lilypad AMA. My name is Developer Steve, also known as Stephen Kucher, depending who I'm talking to, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. But anyway, hello and thank you all for joining us. I'm also joined here today by my good friend and colleague, Tao Shang. Hello, Tao Shang. How are you going?
Hello, everyone. Glad to meet again.
Amazing. We've got a load of stuff planned, but as usual, you can interrupt us. So for those playing along at home or wherever you are in the world, and we hope you are safe and well. This has been a bit of a tumultuous week for the crypto, I think. Well, the last few days in particular. So we hope you're keeping well and you're safe and happy and hopefully getting some sun and feeling the grass because such are the times. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Yeah, if you have a topic you want to discuss about Lilypad Network, be it something you're building, something you want to build, something you want to see, please drop in the chat any questions, comments, or emojis. We totally take emojis too, so please drop those in as we go through. We will otherwise be talking about a whole host of stuff. We do have some stuff planned, some stuff we wanted to talk about, and some things that we've been busy building out. Well, I mean, we're always busy building stuff out. And of course, this we also wanted to chat a little bit about some of the amazing contributions that we've been getting from the community and some of the community involvements. If you haven't yet, or community contributions, if you haven't yet, I just realized I got to change the background. There we go. If you haven't yet joined the community, please do so. I'll bring the link up on screen. There we go. So join the Discord at lilypad.team/Discord. We are over, I actually haven't looked for a few days, but we're well over at 1,500 members now, which is absolutely amazing. So incredible just to see the community rally together like that and just people helping other people in Discord in the Discord general chats, which like that is the open source way. This is one of the things I love the most about open source projects like this is just people contributing and being able to connect and be able to help each other with sorry, just got sent a link. With that is a good idea, Tao Sheng. We'll talk about that one too. People just connecting and helping each other, and helping build out that community and democratizing access to GPUs, which is of course what we are here to solve. And well, just helping each other, build on network and build out some amazing stuff. Anyway, Tao Sheng, how are you? What have you been up to this in the last week? How's the some of the community engagements you've been doing?
Thanks very much, Steve. For the past weeks, for the past 1 or 2 weeks, I think the community meet lots of GPU-related troubleshooting issues, and also some VPN setup issues. I want to highlight these two issues. For some China region related resource provider, you need to set up your own VPN in your cloud server, or in your data center server, or your in your local machine or local computer. So I think that is normal operations. I think most of the resource provider operators you can handle that, but just a reminder, you need to take care of that. Make sure you can have a better connection to the other nodes of the Lilypad networks. I think later on, Steve could share some troubleshooting details or the troubleshooting guideline and troubleshooting websites for your reference. And for
Yes.
the yeah, and for the GPU, um, there are some very specific there are different kinds of GPU, different types of the GPU. For different types of GPU, you need to compile the Lilypad from the source code and to generate the binary to include the CUDA, the GPU related CUDA driver into your binary. So because the different types have different CUDA versions, you need to carefully read the official blog of the NVIDIA and to find and to choose to select the right version of the CUDA version, and then compare it and run yourself. That is we can't that is very complicated because we can't test all the types of the GPU. We need to the community. We need your contributor. But if you meet any issues or any problems, please reach out to us. We can help to figure out the reason. Yeah, that is I think the two key point I want to share with the community, and I also want to ask help from the community.
No, amazing. And that was something we talked about in the last AMA, APAC AMA, was the upcoming incentivization of people contributing and getting involved, whether you're committing code, adding to our docs, or connecting to the Discord community. Actually, for those in Discord, in the last week, we now have some Lilypad ambassadors as part of our ambassador program, helping, and these are people that we've recognized already, just connecting in and sharing their thoughts, sharing their experience, and trying to help build out the network and democratize those GPUs. So again, join the Discord, lilypad.tech/Discord. On that note, yeah, let's switch to that link that you sent on. Got so many links to talk about, so many pages. There we go. Troubleshooting. And yeah, you touched on a few really good points there too. Of we did discover recently that there's some RPs that were having some connection issues to parts of our network, which we've identified and resolved thanks to the community being able to connect in. Actually, and I know we didn't plan to talk about this. This is totally ad hoc. But I know one thing we were talking about earlier before the live stream was there's a container version of the RP coming. Oh, maybe we'll maybe the next episode we should get that and maybe run it. The containerized RP resource provider. Anyway, we'll work out how to do that one. But yeah, there's some exciting things planned. So stay tuned. In particular, yeah, we do have a containerized resource provider coming at some point. So stay tuned. We've been testing that one and playing around with it a little bit. So stay tuned for that one. The doc you see on screen now is something the our developer relations team has been putting together around, well, helping debug and troubleshoot based on some discussions and issues that have been raised in the Discord and on our GitHub, some common problems that people have been having. So again, like we're trying to make this as easy as possible to get up and running. But as Tao Shang said, catering for every possible scenario, for every possible dependency and installation and configuration for operating systems is really hard. So we can't do it without you. So please, please, please keep that feedback coming. If you even have solutions that you want to help build out, or some issues that you've discovered, then please join us on Discord or jump on our GitHub and raise an issue. We actually have a feedback form on our GitHub as well for resource providers. So if you are running a node and you have some ideas on how you can make it better, or you just have some thoughts, like please jump on there and share that, because in the discussions, because yeah, we are looking for that feedback, because we do want to cover as many well, as many things that can arise. We want to try and make sure that we either cater for it with the install file or the deployment method, or at least have some documentation covered so that people, when they get a bit lost, they have somewhere to go. So I'm going to drop this into the chats. I think this will reach across most platforms. Actually, this episode, I should say, because it's not weekly, it's bi-weekly. So this time around, we're actually live streaming to Twitch for the first time. So hello, Twitch viewers. If you're watching us on Twitch, drop in some emojis into the chat. My name is Stephen Kuchin, and I'm joined here today by Tao Shang. We're from Lilypad Network, going through, well, this is an AMA. So if you have any questions, please feel free to interrupt us. Drop your questions in chat. Actually, on that note, hello to people that have dropped hello and emojis into the chat. I can see this one. Hello, Joshua. And also our very own Sam, aka Scary Barbie. Hello, Sam. And Vic Bits. There we go. Just making sure I said that right. Hello, Vic. Thanks for joining us. So glad to have you here. let's click the wrong thing. We will. Oh, hello, Emma as well. Hello, CMO. Um, this. Oh, I dropped the link in chat already. Yes, I did. Oh, there we go. If you have just joined us, please feel free to interrupt us on whatever platform you're watching us from, be it LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitch. Drop your questions, comments, emojis. I think that's pretty much all the things you can drop into a chat. But if there's anything more, please drop it in there. We would love to hear your thoughts. If you're running an RP, if you're building a module, if you're wanting to build a module, if you're experiencing issues, if you just want to tell us how much you love it, then please let us know. This document on screen at the moment is the troubleshooting guide for hardware providers. It's got some, it's got some very good stuff on there, including a video YouTube on getting up and running with the amazing Logan, who is always tinkering on some fun stuff. I had a meeting with him earlier, and yeah, he's always super excited to share what he knows, and then also, well, learn from others and then pass that on, of course. Such is the open source way. If you do want to get involved in helping contribute, these docs are open source too, so please feel free to drop your thoughts in as well. I am getting a message. Oh yeah, okay. No, it's good. One of the other things I want to talk about too. Oh, actually, I had these open for a reason in this bit. It was to remind me to also say, yep, this is the GitHub you're looking for. If you do want to contribute and you aren't in the Discord, which you can join, it's free to join. Amazing community, it's growing. But if not, then you can also jump on our GitHub as well at lilypad-tech on GitHub. I'll drop that link into the chat. And there it goes as well. So feel free to open a contrib or help out wherever you see fit when you can. One way everyone can help out, and I always encourage it, is to click that start button. See, I've already done it. I've already clicked start. Just because it's a really cool project, and you should click start. Wait, I feel I should do the Jedi. You will click start. There you go. Oh, the stars are going to like come in via in plethoras now, just because of that whole one. Anyway, I ramble. What else have we got? Oh, speaking of open source, I actually did this one myself. We open sourced our web UI repo last week, which is actually the home for a few different things, and this is definitely something we were looking for the community to contribute on. So for those that haven't seen it yet, let me make it a bit bigger. This is, there it is. This is our metrics dashboard. So this helps sort of give some insight into the network and some of the things it does, like where resource providers are located. If we're able to determine that on the world map, which you can see is getting kind of full. If you click on the metrics tab, I'm on the metrics tab, leaderboard, you can see, it might take a second to load. There we go. All the different nodes' wallet addresses, how long they've been online, and also their Lilypad rewards, which you can also share out to Twitter or X, depending what you call it. It's still Twitter to me. It will always be Twitter to me, so I'm going to keep calling it that. Elon can, well, he can deal with it. You can also see the number of nodes online, the full number of nodes total, and then also the total number of Lilybits, and also node statuses. So you can see all the different nodes online. If you're running a node, you can look up your wallet address and be able to see like some of the details about your node, and then also you can find out some ways, which this leads off to our docs, so you can find out some ways to be able to get more uptime, get more bonuses and whatnot as well. If you wanted to read more about the incentivized testnet, that this is, oh, I had a question come in. I'll read that. I'll get that to it in a second. Yeah, if you wanted to read more about the incentive net, check out our blog at blog.lilypad.tech, which is, actually, I think I have a banner for that still. I do. You can visit that link there. Thanks, past me. Lilypad.tech/incentive-net is the link you're looking for, and you can read all about the multipliers, calculations, and how it all works to be able to get those Lily bits. I digressed a little bit, but now you can contribute to that front end portal that we were just looking at, because the code's open source, so it's available for you to have a look at. It actually also has probably giving away, totally giving away secrets, but it's fine because it's public and open source, so yay. Our new website's actually in there as well. There you go. See if you can find it. For anyone playing along at home, that it may be a front-end dev, we are looking for pull requests and contributes to that as well. So if you wanted to tinker with it a little bit and have a look-see and have some suggestions, which is why we open sourced it, because our Discord community did have some suggestions. And so we open sourced it so they could have a look as well. Anyway, excellent. We have some questions. See, I don't mind. If anyone wants to interrupt us, please feel free. Let me switch back. I did want to talk about Galaxy. Wait, I'm going to mention Galaxy first, and then we'll come back to the questions, because there's some fun questions in there. Anyway, for those that haven't seen it yet, we've been putting it out through some of our social channels, but we do have a Galaxy Quest underway. So there's a few different ways you can get involved. You can do the Pond Guardian or the Riveting Rookie. I love those names. Tell us what you think about those names. Yeah, you can find out more through the link I will drop into the chat now. There we go. Which I don't think appears on Discord, but there should be links on our Discord page. Not Discord. Discord, LinkedIn. There will be links on our LinkedIn for you to find out more and how to get involved. But essentially, there's some quests on there, and you can get some stuff from that as well, which has been great. I've seen a lot of people doing these quests too recently, so that's been great too. Anyway, if you've just joined us, my name is Steve Kuchin. I'm joined here by Tao Sheng. We're from Lilypad Network. This is the APAC fortnightly or bi-weekly AMA session. We do have some stuff planned, but we also have some questions that I'm going to get to now. There's a few questions in there now. Love it. So good. Actually, even though we plan stuff for these AMAs, we do want people to ask questions. And let's look at the first one. Let's scroll back up. Hello, this isn't a question, but I just like the enthusiasm, so I'm going to show it on screen. Hello, Martins. Love that avatar. Anyway, all right, first question. Scrolling down. Sorry, I missed last sessions. Busy doing my gig. Vic Bits. Wait, I need to put that on screen now that I've half read it. Totally agree on all points there. Just saying. And thanks for joining us again. I'm going to answer your question next. So my team. Okay, let me bring that up on screen. There we go. My prior team member from Hackney is still working on a project, but I'm looking to fix my reinforcement learning training bot. Would love to see if I can host it with you guys as a custom model. I'm going to say yes, you probably can. And actually, I would love to chat. I think pretty sure you're in our Discord too. So yeah, let's chat in there. I'm going to say it should be possible, and if not, we'll work out a way. You know what? I'm going to say it is possible, just because there's always a way. May have to change a couple things around, maybe put some wheels on the roof or whatever it is, but we could probably get it working. But yeah, a reinforcement learning trading bot would be great. I've actually been tinkering recently, and stay tuned. There's some fun infographics coming, because we have some numbers from the network that I've been playing around with on different types of jobs being run, like how frequently they're being run, all that sort of fun number stuff. And I've actually seen a few people trying to run some predictive analysis bots on trading numbers. So, and it's something that's come up with some of our partner discussions as well. So I'm going to say yes. But I would love to see it, and yeah, see what we can work out. Let's see what another question is. Let's see if we can talk to this one. Hello, Romeo. In what way does Lilypad Network become efficient compared to other similar, somewhat related projects? That is a great question. I think for me, and one of the reasons why I know I'm really enthusiastic about this project is just that it democratizes and decentralizes GPU access. And for anyone that's ever tried to get GPU on, I'm going to say, a cloud provider, actually, we did this. We we built stuff on a cloud provider in previous episodes, so yeah, check those out, because I kind of talked to a little bit just how hard it is to get resources on some of those providers, and I mean, most of them kind of also require you to fill out a form to be able to ask to try and get access to the resources, the GPUs, the instances. Other than the fact that they're ridiculously expensive, well, supply and demand expensive, let's say. What we're doing is building out as part of the decentralized and democratized element to the access, is we're building out a network where everything's transparent. So the pricing's available, like you can see what's available. You can see the the types of jobs being run through the network, like everything's transparent using all the Web3 goodness, I'm going to say, because it is, in a very network healthy way, so that you can see the pricing, you can see the modeling, and you can see how everything kind of runs and works. I mean, the code's sitting on GitHub for starters, so anyone can go contribute to that. The pricing side of things, yeah, that's definitely at the project's ethos, is helping make things more cheaper and accessible, while still rewarding the providers putting that making that resource available to you. So it is definitely something we are sort of building towards as part of the network, and we want people's feedback. We want the community's feedback. It's completely open sourced, so we want people to come and tell us what they think of the code, how they think of being able to share the resources. We want that involvement. We want this to be a network for everyone to be able to build on and build out. Hopefully that's just a question. But if not, join us on Discord if you're not already, and we can totally continue it more there. Or if you've got other questions, you can ask them in here. Speaking of, nice. Watching we'll get Vic. I was just reading what you were writing there. Nice. May you email me this? Yes, we can. If you DM me your link on Discord, I'll send it to you. Or we'll check out one of our social channels as well, because I know it's been on Twitter a bit lately, and in a bunch of other places too, like LinkedIn and whatnot as well. So, but yeah, feel free to DM me. I can send it to you. Next question. Is there a contribute to the allocation? Oh, hang on, let me bring that on screen. Is there a contribution to the allocation of roles like OG? Is this the roles in Discord? Actually, we do have some roles in Discord. I think it might be one of those. Yeah, there is if you missed it at the start, there's an ambassador program that just kicked off recently in our Discord as well. So stay tuned for more details on that. There is a contribution, incentivized contribution guide coming soon as well. The Lilypad developer relations team has been working through what that looks like at the moment, and I think that's about to go out to get some community feedback soon as well. So would love your thoughts on that. If you haven't yet, let me grab the link. This is the link you're looking for: lilypad.team/discord. Tell us what you think. Tell us what once the guide's out, we'd love to get your thoughts. Maybe we'll put it in actually it's in Notion. So maybe we could do something with putting it in a GitHub repo, and then people can open pull requests and be able to contribute to it that way too. Again, this open source project, so we want that feedback. We want people's input. If you've just joined us, I'm joined here today by Tao Shang. My name is Steve Kuchin. We're doing the Lilypad AMA. Please drop your questions, comments, and emojis into the chat, which, I mean, keep them coming. This is great. I love this. If we don't get to any of our planned content, this is fine. And not the type of this is fine that you've deployed on Friday and everything's on fire. No, not one of those. This is fine. Please interrupt us. Please, yeah, keep those questions coming and those emojis. So it's great to have the involvement. Tao Shang, what should we talk about next? I think I covered all the questions. Did you have anything to add?
Yes, I wanted to talk about the last questions. You just talk about the Lilypad projects. The very good questions is I remember is about the difference or the competitive difference between Lilypad projects and other similar projects. Yeah, I think I can add some words about the history of Lilypad. Basically, Lilypad is built, is incubated in Proto Labs. It is built over lots of infrastructure work on the Filecoin and the computation over the data. So basically, Lilypad have a very good fundamental foundation software or technology that is what we know backyard projects. That is first layer of computation engine of Lilypad. So we, the community and the whole team have lots of experience in the backyard and have a very good, very good experience on building the computation, decentralized computation. So as far as I know, I didn't see other projects have a dedicated standalone computation engine like Lilypad. That is what I'm seeing. That I didn't make a make a survey like to compare other projects, but as far as I know, Lilypad have a separate standalone powerful computation engine inside and have a long experience on building the decentralized computation and have lots of good engineers who are very experienced in building infrastructures and Web3 crypto economics. That is what I am seeing as a promising future of Lilypad.
Not to mention the amazing community sort of building around this project as we build things out too, and everyone's contribution. But yeah, and you can read more about it as well about the project, and then how you can get involved or get started at docs.lilypad.tech, or you can hit us up on GitHub as github. I don't have one for these yet, do I? github.com/lilypad-tech. I should make one for our GitHub. Yeah, how do I not have one there for that? Anyway, we'll fix that next week, next episode. Although I must say, 2 weeks goes very quickly between episodes. It feels like we just did the last one and we're already doing this one. What is happening to this year? It is going so fast. Right. What else do we have on our list? We'll talk about Arbitrum. Actually, let's talk about Arbitrum a little bit. For those who haven't seen it, this is a post on our Twitter recently around us launching our incentivized testnet with Arbitrum. So you can read all about that on, let me drop this into the chat. There we go. There we go. That's a link to the Twitter thread on Arbitrum from the Lilypad Twitter. But essentially, it just talks about some of the features and reasons as to why we've connected into Arbitrum for our incentivized testnet. Eco-friendly, of course, being super important these days, especially because we heart the environment. I can never do the love heart thing. Yes, I can do that with my hands. So anyway. Hearts in chat, I think, is the thing you normally say on Twitch. We of course we want to make sure we look after the environment. Security super important on any project, let alone something as wide-reaching as this. I know I keep looking at a lot of our network traffic graphs and whatnot, and yeah, they're just everything. So there's a lot of people using it. We'll be talking about that soon. Stay tuned for that. We have some really cool infographics coming. And I know this because I've been running the data for it. So stay tuned for that. It's coming. Of course, security, really, speed and efficiency. I mean, nothing's more frustrating than you trying to use a particular service or connect to a thing and it takes a very long time and you get a loading wheel or whatever it is to say that's not loading too good. You always want to make sure you've got able to handle the traffic, because otherwise bottlenecks in any deployment always is just the worst experience for everyone involved, including the DevOps, but especially the users. Lower costs, of course, super important, because you don't want a super fast, very secure service, a very reliable service that is going to cost you all the money. because nobody wants that. Otherwise, you end up running the Twitter API program. Oh, yeah, I said that. Anyway, if anyone's watching, he may not be, but if he is, yes, I don't agree with the pricing. Anyway, here we go. And of course, integrations is always really important as well. But tell us what you think. Drop in the chat or reach out through our Discord and tell us what you think of the Arbiter network as you use the Lilypad network. The place to get started, there we go. I had it here open somewhere. So many windows open, is docs.lilypad.tech, and you'll be able to get up and running with the CLI, or you can find out everything you need to be able to run a node. So all the hardware requirements. Actually, this is definitely a oh, it's changed a little bit. I haven't read this one for a little while, for a few weeks anyway. But yeah, these are the hardware requirements you need to become a resource provider. If you've got a GPU, a NVIDIA GPU at the moment, I know we have been looking at other GPUs. So if you do have other GPUs that you think could work and you have some ideas on how to get that going, please contribute where you can, even if it's just jumping in our Discord to say, hey, I've got a blah. Here's some ideas I have on how it could work with the infrastructure, how we can change things slightly. I mean, feel free to open a pull request too. Soon you will also be able to earn Lily bits by doing that as well, which is really cool because it helps the community contribute back. And then you can read all about the different hardware connection options that you have. You can do to get up and running as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, oh, that's for the CPU. It's like, oh, look, there's a Ryzen, but that's the CPU section. I looked at the wrong section. And oh, we've added this section. There you go. I just discovered that. Oh, so many changes. So much happens in just a short space of time. The multi-GPU build, 3 GPUs. That is really cool. I definitely need to give that a spin. If you are just joining us, you've joined the Lilypad AMA. There's a second question. You've joined the Lilypad AMA fortnightly APAC AMA. If you're in an opposing time zone and it's either really late or super early for you, there is another one next week in the opposing time zone. That another AMA session. My audio might be a touch loud at the moment because somebody's, of course, mowing their lawn near me. Always the way, always the Murphy's Law way. This is the equivalent of Don't Deploy on Fridays. This is what's Wednesday here. And yeah, you did live stream Wednesday and someone decides to cut their lawn this particular moment. Typical. Anyway, this is the multi GPU build is something that actually came up in our Discord a whole bunch of times. And so just from some community feedback and then also some of our amazing engineers, actually I'm going to name him. Shout out to Logan. Logan, thank you for this amazing bit of contribution. If you want to catch Logan, sometimes he does appear on the North American AMA. So if you want to catch Logan, or you can watch one of the past episodes. He was in the last one, I believe. Which you can catch on our YouTube or well soon Twitch, but not right now. But it's on definitely on YouTube. So check that out. And yeah, see, I think the last one he actually did talk about this a bit. So, but yeah, this was largely thanks to the team for building that one out, and then the community for also being able to help get that up and running. But stay tuned for this. There will be a blog post on more on the multi GPU. So which is kind of fun because yeah, when you've got a multiple of GPUs that you can run multiple jobs on, then it makes things run well really fast. I know because I've run 2 GPUs before and it's really quick. So yeah, and it just makes building and running models so much easier. Anyway, we do have a question that's come into the chat. Vic has asked, going to put you on screen again. Vic has asked, I have a second question. Do you guys have any DevRel or engineering roles available? I will definitely take a look at the open source UI, but would love to apply as well. We don't right now, but keep an eye out. We do actually have some community DevRel roles that we've been looking at offering around as well. So definitely stay tuned and stay in touch because yeah, we are growing fairly quickly as well, so you never know what's going to come up. And yeah, thanks for joining the AMA and just being involved as well, because that is amazing. Actually, one thing I think I may have talked about it a bit. Well, I definitely did talk about it a bit last episode, was 2 weeks ago. Was there's going to be some incentivization around contributing, be it through code, through like building out tutorials, writing blog posts, all that sort of content generation side of things as well. So we're in the final stages of that program at the moment. And basically, you'll be able to earn Lily bits by sort of contributing multiple ways to the community and to the project. But we do have those ambassador roles as well, which I believe there's spoilers. There was talk in the meeting we were in earlier about offering like a DevRel role or DevRel role tag as part of that as well. So, but stay tuned for that. It's yeah, we're still sorting out the final details. One of the big things, like I said at the start with the project, is just making sure everything's as transparent as it possibly can be and as fair and democratized as it can be as well. So, and the incentivization is no different. Like, we want to make sure if we are giving those points out, we want to do it in a way where everyone knows why those points are being awarded and then just how the whole system works, so they know clearly know how to contribute and be recognized, be rewarded, and be involved. So, which is super important. But yeah, and thank you. Definitely keep those questions coming. And well, I'd say join the Discord, but you're already in there, so thank you. Tao Shang, did you have anything you wanted to add as well?
Yes. Is there anybody ask about the reward points? Nobody ask?
It kind of came up a couple times. Yes, a few times.
I think that is a topic the community have lots of concern of, and maybe some resource provider saw your or got that your nodes get slashed. So I think the basic criteria is to get your node as online at least 4 hours continuously. So that is the basic rule.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you got.
that is a good point. And yeah, we can let me bring the link up on screen. I should have this one ready to go. No, that is a good point, and it is something that has come up in our Discord a little bit lately. Is yeah, this is the link to find out more about what Tao Sheng's talking about, the slashing. But essentially, we wanted to encourage GPU providers to be able to provide as much uptime as they possibly can, and to keep that fair, we wanted to make sure that that those that were staying online longer didn't get incentivized more over those that might just stay, run 1 or 2 jobs and then disconnect from the network, etc. So yeah, you will be your multiplier will be slashed, or your points will be slashed, depending on a multiple of different scenario types. And again, we're looking for people's feedback on this as well. If you don't think that's fair and you think it should be done a different way, then please join the Discord, give us a feedback, or jump onto our GitHub. There is a, let me see if I can find it. I should have the link open. There is a link, maybe it's in here. There is a link to be able to give feedback on how this works, and also this page here also gives you a rundown on how it works. I mean, really comprehensively too, along with some FAQ and then a whole bunch of oh, wait, is it down here? GPU status, Discord manager, set docs. Let me find the link for the feedback form. I should have had that open, of course. I'll have this open for the next one, I promise. I think it might be in that. Oops, that was the wrong one. That one. I'm pretty sure it's in here. If not, jump in our Discord, because I thought it was in this one. Nope, it's not. Must be in a different spot. All right, I'll have to dig that one out. But yeah, we're looking for feedback on what people think of that, or if they think they should do it a different way. But before you do, just take a look at the IncentiveNet link below, and read through how it works and why and all that sort of stuff as well. So, but definitely looking for feedback on that. Again, this is a project. Sorry, I was reading another question. Love these questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Yeah, read up on it and then tell us your thoughts, because we are looking for that feedback. We want to make it better. We want to make it fair. And the whole point of the network is to democratize and decentralize access to these sort of resources so people can run the things they want to run, be it a stable diffusion job or some scientific research, or even just building a code base from as part of a CI/CD. Like, we've seen a multiple of different use cases now. So just getting that feedback is critical to making sure we create a happy, healthy, growing ecosystem, because we all win together. And we know this because we're all open source people. I know I am. I'm definitely a product of open source. Always learning, always sharing. That's how it works. Oh yeah, we had a question come in. Let me bring this up on the screen. So from Romeo again. Hello, thanks for sticking around. We had another question come in, and we'll get to that one in a second because it's a good one too. But Romeo says, I just joined yesterday and I'm still reading things here and there via official links. Yay, reading docs. Yay, thank you. Also, do I need to run the node 24/7 with the given set of minimum requirements? That's a great question. Kasheng, did you want to answer that one?
I think yes. You should run a node to as a resource provider on the full day to be online. First is get a reward, but also to serve as a job executor to get some rewards from the job. So I think the question is yes. Answer to the question is yes.
Yeah, and if you want to find out more on that too, let me drop this leaderboard in the chat. Excellent. For those on YouTube, we actually posted the link to feedback. So that's the link there, lilypad.team/feedback. If you are, let me post that one here too. That's the link to the leaderboard. If you haven't already yet seen it, you can click on node status here and then be able to get some ideas on how you can improve the score multiplier and stuff as well. So you can click fix status and it will take you through to our troubleshooting guide. So you can have a look there and make sure you've, if you haven't already yet read it, of course. And I mean, also you can use the I need help channel in our Discord as well, which is not only got questions, or it's a ever evolving help doc. We've always got questions in there from, well, everyone that's ever asked a question pretty much. So if you can't find your question there, then you can raise a new one and one of the team will answer that as well. And also you can open a issue on GitHub too if you wanted to. If you didn't want to join our Discord, which I hope you do, it's a good community there. Someone will be able to assist. But yes, definitely we're looking for that uptime, and in particular being able to run a multiple of different job types as well. So anyway, we have another question. This one could be a fun one. Is there a planned pricing from the Lily points to the mainnet coin? Not yet, but stay tuned, because once we've finished, I'm going to say tuning the Lilypad network engine. I wonder if there's a pond reference to that. There probably is, but it's been a long week already and it's only Wednesday, so we'll park that one for now. But yeah, there will be, but stay tuned, because we're gearing up for that mainnet launch, and there's still a lot to do just to get everything up to speed, make sure the network can handle everything, and make sure we gather all this feedback. We're currently in the resource provider stage. So at the moment, we're onboarding and getting network ready for scaling. I'll tell you what, looking at the numbers recently of just the number of resource providers coming on over time, it's like a nice went up graph. Only it is like it's going up just with network capabilities and whatnot. I know I've been looking at some of hash rates and connected resources at the moment, and yeah, it's going amazingly well. And thank you to everyone already contributing their resource provider and resources, everyone contributing to the docs, and just people that are getting involved and being absolutely amazing, connecting and answering those questions and asking those questions and providing that feedback, because that's what helps makes network like this possible. So big thank you to everyone. Big shout out. Oh, I need emojis. I'm so used to being on video calls these days. I have emojis, and now I don't have emojis. Anyway, if you've just joined us, wow, we've only got like 13 minutes left. Where did that time go? If you've just joined us, you've joined us near the end of our fortnightly AMA, or bi-weekly AMA. We run this every 2 weeks. So if you have just joined us for the first time, I'm joined here by Tao Shang, and my name's Stephen Kuchin. We're from Lilypad Network, and this is the AMA session. So you can literally ask us anything. And well, even if we don't know the answer, we'll try and find it out. If then, yeah, and if we don't know, we'll figure it out together as a community, which is the way. This is the way. Tao Sheng, did you have anything else to add in the last 10 minutes or so that we have left?
I don't have much. Just want to if somebody meets some issues on the slashing, just reach out to us in the Discord, and we can help to figure out the reason.
Yeah, that's a good point. We can investigate, and we've got all the analytics we need to be able to figure out and sort of delve into that. Well, a whole bunch more, and find the answers that you seek. Actually, I know one thing that's come out recently, and we've been using, and one of the data touch points I've been investigating is, maybe we'll bring that for next episode. But I can see we've been looking for windows of resource provider update time. So within a 24-hour block to maintain your score multiplier, obviously there's times where people have to update and then restart, or they want to restart to clear cache and whatever else on their resource provider machine. But we've been looking at windows of usability, so we can see the jobs being run in particular hours across a multiple of days since IncentiveNet began, and be able to identify like trends of when jobs are being run, when is peak time, when is off peak time, so that resource providers nodes will have windows to be able to restart, shut down, do any sort of housekeeping that they might need to do without it affecting their score multiplier, or without it affecting appearing as downtime, scheduled maintenance downtime, you might say. So we are working on some ways to do that. And again, if when that is out, that'll be available for people to have a look at, investigate, run, and then provide feedback as well. So we have been listening. We do listen. We do love the engagement. So please keep those ideas, questions, and comments coming, because yeah, we can work through that sort of stuff and figure out some ways to be able to make sure we've got that sort of thing docked into the network, into the deployments, which is really cool. The project report, that's the link I was saving. I was like, oh no, I've got to go grab the link. You gave me the link too, and I copied it out, but I've since lost it. So let me go grab that one. There we go. So if you haven't yet read it, this is the project report from, I was just getting a whole bunch. Oh, someone just sent me the link for the GitHub feedback form. We'll come back to that in a sec. Thanks, Em. This is the project report from the latest one out from Alex. Shout out to Alex for amazing work that he's been doing. So if you want to read more about what we've been up to and some of the more recent news and whatnot, this is the link you're looking for. I'm going to save this one here. I've got too many links. I'm going to drop this into the chat so that everyone can see it. Ooh, there we go. If you're on LinkedIn, you won't get that, but you can check it out at blog.lilypad.tech, and should be the last post, pretty sure. Anyway, the latest project report's out. It just kind of gives a holistic update on all the things that we've all been up to, and it has been incredibly busy. I can wholeheartedly say that because I've been part of the keeping very busy side of things as well. The other one we're going to talk about, there we go. This is the GitHub feedback form. So if you're running a resource provider and you've got some feedback, you can see there's a bit of a discussion on there now, people asking questions or whatnot. This is the link you're looking for. I've just dropped it into the chat, but I'm going to create a banner really quick so that, should I make it scroll? No, I won't make it scroll. Okay, will take me back to marquee days, for those that remember. OG internet days, marquee, HTML tag would make things scroll across the bottom. Anyway, there we go. Well, scroll across wherever the marquee tag was. I think it still works in like 3 browsers too. It's pretty cool. Anyway, OG internet days. Lilypad.team/GitHub feedback is the link you're looking for. If you're running an RP and you wanted to join the discussion on GitHub that we've got going, just to discuss anything related to being a resource provider. Maybe it's logging, maybe it's speaking of logging, actually, it's funny, I should mention that. This is one of the other things we've got coming relatively soon. I don't want to say next week, but it's probably going to be next week. I hope it should be next week. But one of the things we're about to roll out, or one of the more recent updates, and if you haven't yet, the latest release is 2.2.6, which I'm pretty sure, if you haven't yet updated, it's a bit of a housekeeping one. If you haven't yet updated, that's the current version of Lilypad, is 2.2.6. So make sure your version is up to date. There is a new one coming that will include some logging so that we're able to help triage and troubleshoot any issues you might have. And if you haven't yet, of course, join us on, what was that platform again? Discord. Join us on Discord, and we can we can help you if you are having any issues, or there's community there that you connect to as well. But the logging update will mean, pretty excited about that one, will mean we'll be able to get some more insight into some of the potential perils and pitfalls of resource providing, running as a resource provider, and be able to either mitigate that as part of the deployment, or be able to include some really nice documentation. Potentially there's things that we haven't discovered yet that we will then be able to spot. For those that are familiar with it, we're deploying OpenTelemetry to some of our infrastructure to be able to get some really nice trace data from all the touch points through a trace journey, which is really cool. I've been doing OpenTelemetry for a little while now, and it's definitely makes debugging and triaging a lot easier. Actually, for those that haven't used it yet and that might run Home Assistant like I do, and their home deployment, then it's similar to the traces that it has, where if you trigger one thing and you've got an automation set up, you'll see the steps that follow thereafter, and you can follow the trace line down and be like, oh, there's a problem. So it should make troubleshooting, start to make troubleshooting a lot easier. But stay tuned for that one. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to call it now. The next episode of APAC AMA, we're going to be looking at triaging using OpenTelemetry logs. Now I need to go make it happen. Shout out to Brian and the team for working on that one. I met with them earlier. They're busy getting everything ready on that next add-on. So stay tuned for that. And that'll be dropped in that'll be dropped everywhere once it goes out, because I think it's going to definitely going to help us a lot. We've got to take that banner off. We are almost out of time here, so if you've got any last questions, please drop them in. Kao-Sheng, did you have any last thoughts or last things you wanted to mention before we wrap this week up?
Okay, I wanted to say about the slashing. About basically the root cause is set up your nodes and with the true GPU. Do not. The CPU is kind of finished the task currently, and set up your network and check the connection is especially if you need, you can set up a VPN for your server, and that's all. I think that is all the main use cases we met in the past few weeks who are get slashing. That is very is cared much by the community, and for the future, I think I want to call for the community to join us, to feedback to us, and to build together.
Yeah, totally agree. Always looking for that feedback. And for those that have been with us for a little while now, you'd already have seen, well, particularly in our Discord, already have seen, based on community feedback, we'll adopt that, and then where it makes sense, where there's consensus, and where we can, we'll adopt that into the core operating, be it a code release, be it an operational thing. Like we'll adopt that feedback and help make it better. Because again, Lilypad exists for the community, to grow a community and decentralize and democratize access to those GPUs. So if you want to run DevOps jobs or part of a DevOps pipeline, or build a module out, or become a resource provider, maybe it's all three. And yeah, this is definitely the network and community for you. So yeah, keep that feedback coming. We're an open source project, so you can contribute, you can get involved, you can just connect to people. So, and we've got such a great community already growing around the network as it grows, which is great, because that's what makes an open source project, in my opinion. Anyway, just mine. That's open source. Like that's what it's all about. So, anyway, I think we're pretty much out of time, so we might leave it there for this episode. But join us in 2 weeks for at the same time for the next AMA, Lilypad Network AMA. If you are in a different time zone, maybe you're up late, maybe you're up early, maybe this isn't your normal time zone to be in, then please join us next week. Not at this time. At 12 hours difference to this time, but stay tuned on our socials, because there'll be links for it as well, for the North American Lilypad AMA, hosted by Alex and the DevRel team. So yeah, until then, join us then. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for being amazing, and thanks, keeps those contributions coming. Let me switch to, should I play the rock music version of, I only ever do this at the end. You already reckon, Tao-Cheng, should I play the rock music version of Lilypad Network song this time?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Let me get the link. There we go. See you next time. Okay.
Drop the bass, feel the surge, jump into the future, it's time to emerge. Lilypad Network, we're here to stay, taking you on a journey in a groundbreaking way.